So happy.
Good morning, everybody, on this rainy Friday morning. Today is February 25th of 2022. Welcome to Firebird Morning News. I'm David Shapansky.
And I'm Santino DeRose.
And we have a lot of action to get to here on this morning, but unfortunately we couldn't do it last week, but we're going to redeem ourselves this week. Dr. Pollock is going to join us for the joke of the day, and he has two of them from what we hear, so let's give him a little round of applause to get started.
Hey, Dr. Pollock.
So, did you guys know that I recently, for my psychology class, we've been talking about research, right? So I recently took a poll, and 100% of the people in a tent hate it when it collapses.
Okay,
that
that one was okay.
That
All
was
right,
okay.
that was okay.
That was
All
okay.
right.
It took a little bit of thinking.
Yeah, it did take a
Yeah.
little bit of thinking to get it, but all right.
You know, the costs of healthcare are so high right now. I'm telling you, though, amputation should not cost an arm and a leg.
that
one was
right.
better.
That
Is that
one
better?
was much
Yeah.
better.
That one
I
was
give you
better.
that
That
one.
one was better.
All right, that's what
well,
I got. That's what I got.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Pollock.
Dr.
We
Pollock.
appreciate you joining us, starting us off once again on a funny note. All right, well, next up we want to get into something the Tri-M is going to be holding, which, if you don't know, is our Music Honor Society here at Holy Ghost. And the president, Dominic DeFrancesco, is going to join us right now. This is our first ever student guest. Well, we did have Dice last week, but our first ever student guest in terms of you're going to play Firebird Frenzy with us, but I spoiled it, but we'll get to it eventually.
I'm honored.
Spoilers?
I appreciate
Gosh.
it.
All right, Dom, so talk a little bit about this Tri-M event and how students can get involved, and teachers.
Yeah, so this is our second annual Music Madness. Last year it was exclusive to faculty and music students to vote on it, but this year we are opening it up to everybody. So look out later today for an announcement from me. It's going to be a voting link. So we have 6 genres. We have pop, country, rock, musicals, movies, and did I ever say country?
You did,
I
yes.
think you did.
Well, 6
There's an
main
extra one.
genres. And so there's 16 songs. It's seeded, so it's going to be 16 versus 1, just like a March Madness ranking, and you could vote on it. And every Friday we'll update the list, and you can keep voting. So look out for that later today.
Now,
Sounds good.
now, if you know me, I'm going to hope that Ed Sheeran is number 1. So is there an Ed Sheeran song? Can you give me a spoiler?
I don't know if there is. I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
Dr.
I'm so
Pollock,
sorry.
everybody's giving us a thumbs down to Ed Sheeran. All right, well,
But, you know.
Well, I know that a lot of people, of course, like to do. All right, Mr. Jordan is kind of giving us the okay. But yeah, so I know that, obviously a lot of people like to play, the college basketball March Madness, go Villanova. Shameless plug. But yeah, so it's really something that a lot of students like to be competitive in, and
Yeah.
hopefully this music March Madness will get everybody excited. And
Absolutely. And if you don't know the songs that are on the list, give them a listen, and we'll all learn some new music together.
all right, well, it's time for Firebird Frenzy, Dominic.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Our 60-second timer is going to get started, and we're going to start in, 3 seconds. I'll let Santino ask the first question. 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
Dog person.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Favorite fast food chain?
Ooh. Wendy's.
Bacon or pork roll?
Bacon.
Favorite social media app?
Does TikTok count?
Tik-
If not, Instagram.
All right.
Best pop song of 2022 so far?
Oh my gosh. Oh, ooh.
This is the
Ooh.
really meat and potato question here.
I don't know. Pass. I'll come back to it.
Yes!
I don't know.
Ice cream or water ice?
Ice cream.
Red or purple?
Purple.
Favorite city?
Philadelphia.
Favorite class at Ghost?
Oh. Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go AP Music Theory. Why not?
Okay, back to best pop song of 2022 to end it.
All right. Can I do a song that's charting?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Whatever song you want.
Levitating by Dua Lipa.
Okay.
Came out earlier, but it's still charting. So
It's
I'm
still
gonna count it.
charting in 2022. All right.
There you go.
I always love, because Dom has like the website always pulled up on his computer of like the charts, and I think it's so fascinating. Just to look at how the music goes up and down so quickly, and like it can change.
Yeah.
Do they update it how often? Would you say
Every
they
week.
Every week.
Every
All right.
week. There you go. Well,
Well,
thank
thank
you
you.
so much for having me on.
Thank you,
Thank
Dominic.
you, Dom.
And vote for Music Madness.
Sounds good. Let's give him a round of applause
Yeah.
now. Hey,
Thank
give him
you.
one in. Dom, thank you so much.
Thank you.
While you were on, we got another guest come in the background, Mr. Firebird. See if you can answer a Firebird Frenzy question. basketball or hockey?
Can he speak? Is he allowed to speak?
Well, thank you, Mr. Firebird. That was awesome.
All right, so before we get into the trivia question, which we know everybody is here for, we'll talk about prizes and all that in a moment. Santino has a quick announcement about Man Up Philly from Mr. Dembick.
So, Man Up Philly is a yearly men's conference for Catholic men in Philadelphia who want to be better friends, brothers, husbands, or fathers. Past speakers have included Father Mike Schmitz and Mike Piazza. This year, keynote speakers include Deacon Harold Burke and former PSU men's basketball head coach Pat Chambers, with Mass celebrated by Archbishop Perez. HDP will be taking a group of students this year for the event on Saturday, March 19th, Saturday of spring break. It is a full day, and HDP will provide transportation. Talk to Mr. Dembick if you are interested.
And if you have nothing to do over spring break, nothing better than that. All right, let's get a quick check on time. Santino, where are we at time-wise here?
It's 10:08.
All right, we are at 10:08, so we're a little bit behind schedule, just a little bit, but that's all right. We'll catch up a little bit. So we're going to do the trivia question now. The prize this week will be these 3 cards right here, which were donated by a very generous student, Jack Dobbins, class of 2025. The first card here we have is this Nelson Cruz baseball. It's part of his jersey with the Seattle Mariners. That will be the first card. The next one we have is this Sixers trader, somewhat, Jimmy Butler, with the Miami Heat. You can see this nice little refractor. James Harden debut tonight. Everybody's excited for that. And then we have this Patrick Mahomes, this kind of cool red and yellow Chiefs color refractor. And those are the 3 cards that you can win. All right, so 90-second timer. Mr. Glay has it started, and the first person to get this question right will win. Thank you to Rob Loper, who also created our logo, which we'll be using coming up very soon, who's also monitoring the chat. All right, here's the question. What HDP teacher has met Hall of Fame running back Barry Sanders, former heavyweight boxing champion Evander Holyfield, and American fitness personality Richard Simmons? That's the question. That is the question for today. First person to get it right will win the 3 cards. If no one gets it right, we will hold that prize for next week. All right, we have 2 other quick announcements. The first one is we always want to support our sister school, too, as much as possible. So Nazathon, April 1st, there is a link where I believe you can donate, and you can kind of get into a portal, I think they call it. So check it out. It's on Schoology. I post it with the link for this show. So if you're interested in that, always try to support the sister school, as much as possible.
I definitely agree, Dave. I think it's definitely important to support. I mean, Ghost definitely has great school spirit. So just to show that we can support other schools, I mean, like, it's just top notch.
It's a great way. Firebird way. All right. Do we have a winner yet?
No.
We do not. All right. Teachers, they're guessing a bunch of teachers. All right. So our next thing we want to get to before we wrap it up here is NHS, or National Honor Society, is starting this school-wide click it or ticket seatbelt campaign. I have the card here. Santino has one as well. We're going to be handing these out coming up here within the next couple of weeks to the school. But anyway, there are 2 things that kind of Holy Ghost is kind of working on. So pretty much this initiative, which was started here by TMA Bucks, they have 20 schools that participate in the from Bucks County that participate in the competition, and pretty much they took a survey in the fall of how many student drivers were wearing their seatbelts. Now, if you're wondering, well, they didn't ask me. Well, that's because they're Drexel engineers, and they do this in hiding. So pretty much you can't see them when they're tallying it up. So pretty much the school they're going to do another survey in April. They already have our starting number of the percentage. And they're going to do another survey in April. And the school with the highest percentage will win a cash prize. So we're trying to rally the troops together. We'll be talking about it at morning meeting as well. And then our school is also going to be creating a seatbelt challenge, safety video PSA. We'll have the opportunity to produce and submit a 30-second video, Holy Ghost will, and the school can get a $500 cash grant, and their video will also play on Comcast somehow. So something to keep in mind. Click it or ticket. We'll be handing these out, just kind of school-wide initiative. All right, go ahead.
That actually sounds phenomenal. Like that's amazing. But speaking of prizes, did anybody win? We do have a winner.
We have a winner.
Kids Pfeiffer, I think that's James Pfeiffer.
All right, so James Pfeiffer.
Okay, all right.
What class is he in? Do you have his class?
Yeah, I believe it's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
So we have a freshman winner. Okay.
All right, so All right, so that is true. I forgot to announce the winner or the number. Well, it was a number last week. It was Coach Chapman's number. It was 20, by the way. I forgot to say that. People told me that I forgot to say
How'd you
it.
forget, Dave?
I know.
Gosh.
I'm whatever. All right. The answer this week was Mr. Seminac has met Hall of Fame running back Barry Sanders, Evander Holyfield, and American fitness personality Richard Simmons.
What?
So, Mr. Seminac, he has a bunch of cool stories. So, for sure
Mr. Seminac definitely has some great stories. We definitely have to bring him on here for one of those.
Absolutely. All right, so we'll get the 3 cards to James Pfeiffer. Try to get in contact with me if you can through email. All right. So we want to thank Jack Dobbins again for donating the cards. There are a couple more cards that he did donate. Vladimir Guerrero one and a couple more that we'll have as a prize next week. And, we'll continue to have the trivia questions. And also thank you to Rob Loper, class of 2025, who was helping us today with everything and also created a logo, which we're going to be using on our Instagram page and our YouTube, which if you haven't already checked it out, HDP_TV1 is the username.
Definitely give us a follow. Keep watching more episodes.
Yeah, and check us out. Make sure to like up everything. Thank you to Mr. Jordan, Mr. Goulet joining us, Profe as always, Mr. Jacobs for running the stream as well. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. I'm David Spansky.
And I'm Santino DeRose.
And this was another edition of Firebird's Morning News. Have a great day, everybody.